Jonathan Colby. I'm Music Director of the Farmington Valley Symphony Orchestra. Welcome to all of you this afternoon to our annual Family Holiday Pops concert. This year this concert is supported and funded by Wells Fargo Advisors. They are located in Farmington. And without support of businesses like Wells Fargo Advisors, we wouldn't be able to have these wonderful concerts right here in the Farmington Valley. All of our members come from this area, our audiences do, and we are so thrilled to be able to present live musical performances for you here in your community. We're starting this afternoon's performance with selections from The Nutcracker, a ballet that has become synonymous with this time of year. The suite, which is very popular with orchestras that's played this time of year, actually came first before the ballet actually premiered in its full multi-act form. And now has become a tradition of ours to play certain movements every year to pay tribute to this sort of hallmark of the holiday season. So we just played the march for you, and now you'll hear a couple of character dances that are featured during the full ballet. And you'll hear different instruments highlighted in this. You'll hear solos in the keyboard, in the woodwinds, flute, piccolo, English horn, bass clarinet. And then, of course, it ends with a well-known waltz, the Waltz of the Flowers, which features a beautiful harp cadenza. So please enjoy the following 4 excerpts from Tchaikovsky's The Nutcracker. best to last. So hopefully you'll recognize some of the music from the Nutcracker. It's just such a joyous ballet in general, but the suite that Tchaikovsky crafted is two parts, has a wonderful variety of different wonderful tunes and melodies, and all these little character dances. So you've heard Sugar Plum Fairy, the piano, Dance Chinois, the Trepak, the famous Russian dance there, and it ends with the Waltz of the Flowers. Big, grand orchestral moments. And I think there's no way to start the holiday season than with a bit of Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker. So if you've sort of looked at some of the classical era, maybe more serious orchestral music, but now we're going to play something a little bit more low-key, something a bit more contemporary, which I think many of the kids here today will recognize, and that is Frosty the Snowman. So our big, serious classical orchestra is going to play some Frosty, and hoping they won't take it too seriously. rusty for you now, and now we're going to go back probably 200 years earlier and play another sort of gem that's become synonymous with this time of year. And this piece wouldn't have come out if it weren't for children. So there was a composer a long time ago, his name was Handel, and he was asked to write a piece as a fundraiser to raise money for a children's home, hospital, orphanage, a place where children and families could go to be taken care of. And it took place in Ireland, and it was this time of year, and he did a setting of the Messiah, which was called an oratorio, a long choral orchestral work, and this time focused on the Messiah, who is Jesus Christ. And so it's become sort of tradition now to play this during this time of year. It's very popular with churches, with big orchestras and choral societies. But there are lots of wonderful solos in this for soprano, alto, tenor, and bass. So today we're thrilled to have two excerpts from the Messiah, featuring one of our favorite sopranos here in the Farmington Valley. And it's my pleasure to welcome to the stage Elizabeth Miller. Liz Miller with us not only for this concert here this afternoon, but also she will be back in May to sing 3 songs from a series of art songs by Amy Beach, who is a late 19th century, early 20th century female composer, right from here in New England, Boston-based, and will premiere 3 of her art songs, texts that she set by Robert Browning. So please come back and join us for May to hear Liz once again. And Liz will be back later on in the concert to sing us a wonderful Holy Night. We're going to go back to the modern times here and hopefully play a song for you which you're bound to recognize. We're so lucky that this season is full of great standards, both classical and modern day, and then that great work that came from the 40s up until the late 70s, really great contemporary, jazzy, bluesy, or even popish songs that have become just so synonymous with this time of year. So please enjoy next. I make sure I get it right because they do have similar titles, and that is the Christmas song. which you want to ask, why mess with them? I mean, you have an arranger like Bob Loudon who writes for that. Just this gorgeous, gorgeous orchestral colours and tones. And we're so lucky to have Val, principal trumpet, on a gorgeous solo there. Val, one more time, could you stand up for us? So I talked a little about Amy Beach, who's later on in our season, but we have another a local composer, arranger, who became very well known this time of year, and his name is Leroy Anderson. He was an American composer and conductor, and he did a lot of work for the Boston Pops. You may have heard of them. And probably the piece that really was his claim to fame that launched his career, and indeed helped really help the Boston Pops establish this holiday pops tradition, was an arrangement of Christmas carols called A Christmas Festival. And this premiered in the mid-50s with the Boston Pops. And now it's one of those standards where I know if we don't play it every year, there'd probably be a few people in the orchestra that would be upset. And probably a few of you at home as well that would love to hear this. So we're going to play for you A Christmas Festival. It features about 8 or 9 different carols. Some of them are put on top of each other, so you'll hear one in the low brass, and you'll hear another one on top. And Leroy Anderson does that to make it a bit more exciting, but also to get a few more of those Christmas carols in there. But in the middle, amongst all this excitement, he sort of puts on the brakes and he goes to Silent Night and does 2 refrains of that. And if you'd like to sing along during that, I'll turn around and welcome you, but please join us in singing Silent Night in the middle of Leroy Anderson's A Christmas Festival. think we should have you come and sing with us next time. It's not a great arrangement. It just has why you can't miss it. So this is your first time coming today, maybe it's your first time hearing an orchestra. We have a very important person that sits in this seat. And they're paid the big bucks, and they get all the fun. They have more control than I do. And that's Kerry, our wonderful concertmaster, her first full season as concertmaster. Her big job is to make the orchestra sound good, so she's going to retune us. Some excitement. Now we're going to calm things down and play for you Have Yourself a American Christmas. Another one of those great 1940s standards, first featured in that MGM classic, Meet Me in St. Louis, with the one and only Judy Garland. It's a pretty great tune, isn't it? Can't mess with a great range of two, like John Whitney captures that great, lush 40s sound, gorgeous string writing in it. We're going to go back to Mr. Anderson, Leroy Anderson, for another piece that was commissioned by the Boston Pops. I'm not going to introduce it, but I think you'll recognize it. It's technically not really a Christmas piece, it's just a piece about going along and it snows. This piece might describe what would happen. Section we have on our whip, Linus, also playing mallets. On sleigh bells we have Dan, we have Joe on woodblocks, and joining us on bass drum and timpani this evening is Greg, our percussion section, driving us home here in our sleigh ride on the 2nd of December. So we just all celebrated Thanksgiving with friends, family, or perhaps you thought, I'm just going to get out of town and enjoy a walk by myself. That's also okay too. The holiday's going to be pretty stressful, I think. But we have there's a film that's very popular this time of year, especially with kids, you kids out there. I know that there's a film you might see on TV or now probably on your streaming service, if anybody still has aerial television. But it's Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving. But there's another film that Peanuts feature in this time of year, and that is Charlie Brown's Christmas. And there's a wonderful song from that called Christmas Time is Here, and so we're going to play that for you this evening. It features our strings, our percussion, and once again Linda on piano. So please enjoy Christmas Time is Here. from Charlie Brown's Christmas. Back to the stage to sing with us. One of the most glorious of soprano solos. Tenors will also sing this. I think it sounds better with soprano personally, but this is O Holy Night, which we started in France, was brought to the US by a Unitarian Universalist minister, and became very popular around the time of the Civil War. And there's a phrase in that, which is from the original French translation, was surely he taught us to all love one each other. And I think this time of year those words speak true even more. So please join me in welcoming back to the stage Elizabeth Miller. Just to remind you, if you have a flash on your camera or phone, please to turn it off.
Sundi
Everybody passed the audition during Christmas Festival, so now you get to sing with us again in our final closing number of tonight's afternoon's concert. Another great classic, first featured in the 1940s film Holiday Inn, a great Irving Berlin tune. I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas. Words that just warm the soul, have a certain richness. It's a gorgeous orchestration. Robert Russell Bennett, the preeminent orchestrator of American music, both in musical theatre and in orchestrations of contemporary American music in the 50s and 60s, 40s, 30s. He taught us everything. So we're going to play for you today White Christmas, featuring our wonderful musicians of the Farmington Valley Symphony Orchestra, and we hope you'll sing along with us. I'll turn around and show you when to come in. Thank you. 2024. Thank you so much.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.